AI is the new internet. You can be scared and try to ignore it, or you can accept that this is our reality now. And ignoring it just got a lot harder after the release of ChatGPT 4, a ridiculously more powerful version of ChatGPT 3, which people are already losing their minds over. AI keeps proving how it can better people's lives and help them do their work more efficiently. If this sounds like something you'd at least like to try for yourself, then consider this your beginner's guide to using ChatGPT 4. But first, remember to like and subscribe. Yes, that's all I'm going to say. Short, sweet, and to the point. I'm not going to tell you about how subscribing is free and the best way to support my channel and help me produce more helpful videos like this in the future. Nope, I won't do it. And with that, let's dive into the video. Now, before we get into the specifics of ChatGPT 4, let's talk about its predecessor, ChatGPT 3. In case you've somehow found a solid enough rock to hide under to avoid hearing about ChatGPT 3, it's an advanced language model that was released in 2020, but it made headlines earlier in 2023 for how impressive its responses could be. It made headlines for its ability to generate human-like responses to text-based inputs, leading to its widespread adoption in a variety of applications, including chatbots, virtual assistants, and more. In fact, it's estimated that over 300,000 tech developers and companies are currently using ChatGPT 3 in their products. So what makes ChatGPT 4 different from ChatGPT 3? Well, ChatGPT 4 takes the technology to the next level. One of the most notable improvements is the size of the model. ChatGPT 4 is nearly 1,000 times larger than ChatGPT 3. Where ChatGPT 3's model has over 175 billion parameters, ChatGPT 4 has over 100 trillion. This means it has a much larger capacity for understanding and generating human-like responses, leading to more accurate and natural interactions. The most notable advantage this creates is speed. GPT-4 is faster and can handle more users at a time. So if you've ever gotten that error message saying you're using GPT-3 too many times in 1 hour, 4 is going to have you covered. The second benefit this has is accuracy. GPT-3 has the tendency to get details mixed up if they sound familiar. This means that if all the information ChatGPT-3 read was accurate, it could still mix up the facts and give you something completely wrong. Because version 4 has more parameters and is trained on more recent information, it's more likely to sort out similar sounding information and less likely to get things mixed up. This leads to a higher rate of accuracy. As a result, GPT-4 can handle more types of jobs that require more accurate information. People have already tried using GPT-4 to write up lawsuits, and it's been successful so far. The third point I want to cover is that GPT-4 can recognize images. Is it perfect? No. Can I take a picture of my fridge and have it give me recipe suggestions based on the items it recognizes? Absolutely. It can tell you what's happening in a picture and even give you logical conclusions to what might happen next. If you have a ball on top of a hill, it might suggest pushing it down. Needless to say, GPT-4 is a significant improvement over its predecessor and has the potential to revolutionize the way we use AI in our daily lives. Now, let's say you're interested and want to try the most powerful language model on the market right now. Let's take a closer look at the basic features of ChatGPT 4 and how to access them quickly. First, you'll need to create an account on the OpenAI website. You can create an account or log in using a Microsoft or Google account. Once you've created an account, you'll be able to access the chatbot at chat.openai.com, which allows you to send text-based inputs to the model and receive responses. This is ChatGPT 3, and it's a good way to get some practice. To get started with ChatGPT 4, you'll need a ChatGPT Plus subscription. You can upgrade from the chat page with a button labeled Upgrade to Plus. Getting ChatGPT Plus does cost $20 a month, but trust me, if you're going to use AI for your work, it's more than worth it, especially if you're in tech and want to develop software that utilizes ChatGPT's capabilities. Now, let's go over the steps of how to actually use ChatGPT 4. After creating your account, you'll be taken to the chat playground, where you'll see a prompt bar. You can enter a text-based prompt, such as write me a recipe for gourmet scrambled eggs, which at least gave me a result I was happy with. You can include an image with your prompt. You could have a picture of a balloon on a string and ask GPT a question like, what happens if I cut the string? And it will give you a response. This sounds incredibly simple, but there is an art to asking ChatGPT for responses. It's like magic spells. If the result you get isn't what you were looking for, you can try changing the prompt to see how that gives you better results. You can specify the length of the response you want, the tone, and what the intent of the piece is. If you have something already written, start with the prompt at the beginning, then add what you have already below it. GPT is great at recognizing user intent, so having everything you want at the beginning will help you get the output that you were looking for. Another thing to note is that ChatGPT organizes your chats into conversations. As long as you're in a conversation, the software will remember what you said before and base its responses on those previous responses. This is useful for maintaining context and continuity in your conversations. It also allows ChatGPT to develop a better understanding of your preferences and style of communication, enabling it to provide more personalized responses. However, ChatGPT will not remember what you said previously if you're in a different conversation, so be sure to keep your conversations well organized to maximize what it can do for you. If you're interested in customizing the model to change responses based on your input, you can do so by adjusting the parameters in the API request. For example, you can adjust the temperature, which controls the level of randomness in the generated responses. A higher temperature will result in more diverse and unpredictable responses, while a lower temperature will result in more conservative and predictable responses. Now, I've said this in other videos, and I'll say it here. There's no such thing as a perfect AI. It's trained entirely on the internet with no way to verify its information except with other sources on the internet. That's a recipe for misinformation no matter how powerful the AI model is. So be sure to double check all the information you get from GPT-4 and be sure it will accomplish what you want it to. But overall, ChatGPT-4 is a powerful language model that offers tremendous potential for developers, businesses, and anyone interested in exploring the possibilities of AI and natural language processing. While ChatGPT-4 is a sophisticated language model, it's designed to be accessible to developers of all skill levels. The API playground, in particular, is user-friendly and easy to navigate. Of course, there may be a learning curve for those who are new to natural language processing, but with practice, anyone can become proficient in using ChatGPT-4. I encourage you to practice using ChatGPT-4 and explore its various features and customization options. The world is rapidly becoming more dependent on AI, and it's no exaggeration to say that this is the most important invention of this generation. Or stick with ChatGPT-3 for now. It's free and will help you hone your prompt crafting skills for the future. With time and patience, you'll become more comfortable and proficient in using this amazing language model. Thank you for watching, and we hope this beginner's guide has been helpful.